Well, this is kind of different. I see you. I see him.
Mm-hmm.
And then we
There
got
we go.
him. I'm
We have
going to say
two.
this, right? For right now, I don't like outdated things. So, for at least tonight, this is going to be
Bring it up, bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it up.
So what's up, everybody? It's me, Trustarscreamer, and with me is both Mike with Junkion Crafts and Builds and T-Man978. I am gonna at least use the YouTube video, at least for the beginning part of it all. And it is Thursday. It is 9 p.m. Eastern Time. You know what that means. It is a time for figure action. And I am your host, True Star Screamer. And as always, we appreciate you guys taking your time to listen to us ramble, to listen to us talk about stuff that's
That's
not the
definitely
real
what's
world,
gonna happen. Rambling.
because I'm a rambling man. So it's going to be a good time, guys. I like to take. I think we're starting, of course, a new chapter of the Figure Action podcast, and I appreciate all you guys joining us with it. And it's going to be some good times. We're always working on things for our side projects, reactions. Who knows? We've got even other things going on. But most importantly, hit that like button if you're new here. Hit that subscribe button. We're getting that to 1,000 point here. I mean, come on, guys. Mike's channel is beating this channel. Forget beating my channel, it's beating this channel. Which, by the way, I'm not dismissing Mike here, but come on,
No.
guys.
Oh, thank you. We're getting there. We're getting there.
So, we appreciate every one of you guys in the chats. As always, every one of your chats is a super chat to us because, once again, we're not at 1,000. But feel free to check out the Teespring store. Of course, there'll probably be some select of us floating around TFCon. Who knows what other cons you'll catch us on, because these pros like to go to the cons. Okay, that was forced. You know what? Never mind. Mike, how are you doing? Did you get some cool stuff? Let's get you up and embiggened here.
Oh, I'm being embiggened. Oh wow. Hey everyone. Hi.
And
Yeah, it's been a week, you know.
but at least you're not P. Diddy,
I'm not P. Diddy right now.
who is
I can walk
officially,
around.
he's about to be a bad boy for life.
Possibly. Possibly. Let's see. Wow. All right. Well, this week we started out a little bit of a on a down note because we had to say goodbye to a furry friend here at the house. So that was a little bit of a disturbing time. Anyway, but that was an opportunity to kind of just take the day off of Monday and just kind of go around and wander for a little bit. But I did pick up a couple of things. Besides I found another scrap iron for like $20. So at this point, it's just for the weapons at this point. But I received this package in from FedEx. Finally, it was supposed to be here Saturday. It was supposed to be here on Sunday, and Monday it was supposed to be here, and it finally arrived on Tuesday. So, and I haven't cracked it open yet. I've been working with trying to get caught up on some videos. I got some stuff, like I said, from last week from Toxic Toy Depot that I finally got a chance to play with, and it was really good. And I got some stuff from Pixis Designs to mess around with a Stinger. So I'm in the middle of doing that and still finishing up on photos for the Murta. But the other cool thing I got this week is this guy. And you might say, well, this is not a big deal. You've already got this guy before, but this is the Series 1 Carrick that I've wanted to get. So A person on the 3POA was selling some of their figures, and I got him for a crazy price. So, Nico, thank you for that. But that's about it. But I know we're going to see a lot more from our friend T-Man978.
You know what? You're not. But
What?
hello, everyone. T-Man978. This week has been better than last week. So, yeah. Some stuff changed around at work, and people are annoying. But they weren't annoying today when they finally came back from their vacation. The only thing I got is this tonight. So I'm probably going to be opening this off camera. But on the website, leader class seems to be across the board like $5 cheaper. So I got a price match for that. Then Transformers are currently 15% off. And Target Circle had a 15% off any one toy purchase. So I got it for Voyager class. Which
Wow.
should have been an option anyway. So that's great. I only see the big sword or propellers. That sword, that's a regular sword. The hammer and his big gun. So I hope everything else is in it. But actually, that's it. How are you, Trustarscreamer?
I'm doing okay. You know, it's been a long week at work. I actually today's my normal day off, so I was working today. It's because that's how things go. Acquisitions have actually been on the again a little on the slower side right now, but as you know, I think they're with every quarter, every pulse thing, so I was kind of wrapping up. So that just means a whole new wave is going to be hitting us very soon. I actually got the Twilight pack and Steel Core Commander and Twilight pack. I actually got two of these, and because I've got a problem with army building.
Yeah.
But I do have a review of my channel, and it is an honest review of these figures, and I'll just say that.
Now,
I've been trying
did
to
you show off
really
the,
work.
I'm sorry, did you show off the gimmick in your video? I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
Which gimmick?
The Twilight Guard, he sparkles. Oh, come on. Team Edward, baby.
I deserve that.
I get it.
I deserve that. Oh wow, do I deserve that? If you do not put that in your video with some kind of post editing on that one, I will be incredibly disappointed. But I will say this: of the two figures, I do prefer the Twilight Guard, and I do express my reasons why. I do have some valid issues with this, with this guy right here, and all I can say is check out my channel and give it a like, give it a sub, and all that other fun stuff. But well, to break out an old gag,
I'm waiting for stuff to fall.
Don't worry, dude. I don't know if you ever watched the older episodes. I used to be chucking stuff left and right in this basement.
Oh, I know.
And then one day I accidentally did hit a shelf, and it got ugly.
I remember that quite clearly.
So,
but
of course, it is toy time. We're here to talk about what's going on in the world of figures and give our wonderful commentary on them as I utterly stall while I wait for this window page to open. And present. I promise, guys, in the next couple weeks, things will get smoother. And I may have a beer and a half in me right now. So this is going to be fun. Big thing right now is Hasbro are they doing the ultimate repackage and moving to Boston? Which
And are they going to take Mr. Potato Head with them?
So I mean, they've been restructuring. They've been laying people off. They've been licensing. Now they're moving. Now they're moving. I mean,
Did you say why or how that benefits them?
well, I mentioned how Massachusetts is the birthplace of Monopoly. They also said that Lego may be moving there as well. So it's possible. There's a couple of reasons that companies do this. There's some jerk reasons. I think my favorite is, hey, we're moving, so who wants to relocate? And then, of course, I don't want to really relocate, so that's an easy way of doing a backhanded layoff in some ways.
Yep.
For people who aren't remote workers and such. So that is a big factor to it. Will they pay relocation, cost of living?
It's gonna be higher up there.
Exactly. It's like that's like some of these things doesn't make sense to me. If they went from like Rhode Island to Delaware, I'd almost would make sense, at least for the tax reasons. But
well, that's something I want to look up while you're talking about that. I wanted to see the distance between the two.
wait, see if you can go there and
Between-
harass.
No.
Maybe they're just tired. Maybe they're just tired of Bobby showing up in the parking lot every now and then throwing ping pong balls at Lenny's office. Who knows? But
if they go from Pawtucket, which is where Hasbro has been for the past 100 years, that's 1 century, up to Boston, that is a 46 mile difference north. So it's about an hour drive for people to go to work. As someone who's done that length of time for multiple years, it wears out on you over time. So
it does.
And trying to get around Boston is like trying to get around DC sometimes.
That's a very big factor. So you've got the distance, you've got the traffic. Who knows if there's even a toll road between now and there?
I think they'll move. A lot of people will move.
I personally think this is a way. Again, I'm cynical. I'm thinking it is some restructure, a way of doing the backhanded restructuring. Hopefully, they're giving some incentives for moving.
Oh, I'm sure they are from Massachusetts. Yeah, especially if they're looking for. They say the square footage they're looking for their headquarters. I don't know if that's bigger or smaller, honestly, than what they have now. But it should be an interesting time to see what's going to happen. I mean, we're not going to hear anything, I think, for the rest of this year. We might not hear anything until like springtime, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's not like they're saying this is happening in 2 months, guys. So
no,
that going on.
They've been talking about moving headquarters for years. So we'll see.
Maybe they'll drop some molds. We can find them and make money. Molds.
Of course, the big thing going on right now is in our world, in the geek world, is Transformers 1. As you saw with our cover pick today, spoilers are abound. For those of you who followed Dame Chalk on Facebook, I don't know if you guys saw it. He actually had the after credit scene on his page. Now, because I really don't get time to catch movies, I went ahead and watched it. I also blatantly say it wasn't like a groundbreaking thing. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, it's that guy from that comic type of thing. It's actually a very should have seen it coming.
Blah 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 blah
I'm
blah.
just saying it wasn't anything.
Blah 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 blah.
But I will say,
spoilers are out there.
Yeah. So exactly. Case in point. This guy's going to go see it in 30 minutes. But the biggest thing of all is everybody who has been watching it apparently has been enjoying it. And that is a fantastic thing to hear for the franchise, especially after dealing with lackluster movies with the base style humor, not counting Bumblebee. Shows like Earthrise, where they talk like this. So and of course, infantile shows like, and I don't mean infantile, but like kitty stuff. So I'm hoping this will finally pull some people like when we were kids to pull back into the Transformers and all. And yes,
I'm going Saturday to see it. So hopefully it's good. If everybody's saying it's good, I believe them. I just have to do like I do with other movies in the franchises, like totally delete my whole mind and then go in blank because they're going to change
I will say
so much.
this. I think they're doing a very good job of. Oh, please tell me I'm not frozen. Am I frozen?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
I think they're doing
forever.
everything I'm seeing right now is they're doing a fantastic job of setting a new baseline. None of this shared continuity like they tried doing a couple years ago. Well, that was like 10, 12 years ago. Damn, it's been a while. Yeah. This big. If it makes money, the more money, better toys. Exactly. So I think this is probably the shot in the arm the franchise needs, which of course all comes down to toys.
Yeah, they've been promoting the heck out of this thing. I'm surprised, to see this
I'm
much
happy
energy
for it.
from them about a movie.
And the toys
So
look good. I mean, it
Yeah.
almost looks like Bumblebee here looks like almost he's got ankle pivot here.
He does.
He's got a
Yeah.
torso twist.
They're
So-
trying to make sure all generations now have ankle pivot.
RC looks great.
Yeah.
Elita 1.
Now these were
Sorry, Elita 1.
Lita. Now these were all revealed this week or this past week at Pulse Con, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love her alt mode. I really like her alt mode. And Sentinel, man. Look at this guy.
He's actually a Voyager.
Hmm.
His alt mode is really flat.
I like how he's got a faceplate.
Yeah, that's next picture is his battle mode.
Which is cool. I love that. I mean, I like how the feet here change to actual like flight mode. These guns are revealed. Okay, this is a toy. This is a cool toy. Like you take this and you take out these bright colors and you change that to like a dingy white and some reds. That is almost Gundam quality design right there. And I am saying that in the most complimentary way possible. So I'm feeling positive for the direction of the franchise. Yeah,
We shall see.
Let's get okay. We got 22 people watching right now. I'm not sure how many of you guys. Yeah, so if you guys are catching it, let's see that. Let's see some ones. Some ones toss it in there. If you're catching it this weekend, a little audience participation because we're watching you. See, we got one right there.
All right. Oh,
sorry, no prize.
Someone
But
saw it already. Aquateki. Look at you.
Even that guy that doesn't have on pants right now.
Yes or actually, Aquateki, I'm asking you right now. Just put a yes, a Y, or an N. Did you enjoy your experience? So it's gonna be about it's gonna be a bit of a delay. I know when I say this, but
yeah, don't put a whole review.
Don't put a review. I just want yes or no. Did you enjoy the experience?
All right, we got a big old yes in there.
There we go, guys.
All right.
Honestly, that's what I wanted to see. So if there's anybody I trust, it's our fantastic audience. Well, I'm not sure. You're watching our show.
All right, so we got these. What else we got? We got some more stuff for Transformers 1, right?
We got more stuff here. Yes, let's moving on here. Get back here. Because what the heck is going on here? My mouse is just being weird here. These guys are popping up everywhere. I am really surprised. Come on. Load, load, load. These blockies.
Yeah, this confused me. I was like, what kind of Ironhide is that? But then I realized it was the Transformers 1.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
That's interesting.
Well, I mean,
They're
you held
sparkless.
sparkless.
I mean, cogless. Sorry.
Cogless, yeah.
So you've handled these before, T. I mean, which do you think these are going to be worth it for like, or for like little kids, or more just? I don't know. I don't know anything about
If you want to throw something on your desk, fiddle with, yes, they're cool. They have
them. Okay.
the basicest of articulation.
Are we saying like?
Ball jointed ankles, knees, hips, elbow swivel, wrist swivel. The head can probably tilt side to side and look up a little bit. No ab crunch or nothing crazy like that.
I got
Okay,
ankle
so we're-
pivot though.
Yeah.
So we're talking better than Jack Specific Simpsons right now. So that's a good thing.
Yes, definitely better than
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
How much? Do we remember how much these cost? It's
I
not
think they're
showing
less
in the
than
article.
$10 a piece. They should be
Oh.
less than.
Well, the Jack Specific figures, remember, only $12. So,
Mhm.
but these are model kits. They kind of remind me of the Coda Bakiyas.
Death
Yeah,
Chaser.
they have pretty much the same articulation as Mega Constructs if you play with them.
Okay, I like that Death Tracer. That looks pretty neat. And Sentinel again. They're giving this guy justice. And then we had the 40th anniversary expo.
Oh, that thing. Those videos I watched were crazy. This is a Japanese thing.
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah. This is awesome. This showcase of all the masterpiece figures.
Yes, seeing they had several full lines on display. I was like, how? This wherever that is, I was like, that got to be permanent somewhere. Because who feels like lugging all those toys around?
I'll say it. They probably pulled this directly from Takara's vault, similar to what Hasbro does with their stuff. But this was a cool jaunt around, good old memory lane with different things. I mean, I just glanced at the picture. I didn't look at any of the videos, but it's nice to see the what they've done and how things have progressed for them. Some people may not agree with that they've advanced, but I would say that from their first figures till now, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's a nice homage to 40 years of a line that we all have some sort of affinity with.
I mean, I would have organized the figures a little better, but that's just me.
No, they put them in order from their actual number.
From release. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
One of the things, as far as you were talking about advancement, and I have to think about this sometimes. I was like, if sometimes people will be like, "Oh, this should have been like this, or this should have been like that," but from probably the way Hasbro and Takara are thinking about it, if you compare this to the original Springer toy, it's like this is leaps and bounds better than that. But we're all spoiled with third party and whatnot.
Oh yeah, and Koteki makes a great point. MPO1, that was like what they were 12-inch originally, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, there's been a lot of things had happened from when that first release, and I forget when MPO1 even came out, but
2003, the end of 2003.
Okay. So
I remember
I think
handling
the
that.
official date was supposed to be 2004 to be the 20th anniversary, but it actually was available in Japan at the end of 2003.
Can everyone take a moment and realize that T is pulling out some knowledge that just I'm not used to it, man. It's great.
I like Transformers.
Those were back in the days when T-Man and I were on the T-Formers webpage.
Yeah.
Sketches, Die Atlas, Sonic Bomber.
I didn't see this.
Sky Gary. Yeah, this is the Sonic Bomber 3 when they were combined, the Powered Masters. from Transformer Zone.
If they didn't have actual figures, they had representation in some type of way like this with the sketches.
This is cool. Look at between the two sideways and well, the other sideways.
Sideways. Huh.
Sideways.
This is
Well,
God, I would love to have some of these sketches. Even just a reprint of this would be awesome.
So you said they had these videos up on YouTube over the weekend?
Yeah, somebody, I forget the name of the channel, but he did a good walkthrough of almost everything with no voice. And Watafa did one with the talking, but I don't understand Japanese, so the other one that was just a straight walkthrough, slow walkthrough, that one was really, really good.
Professor Soundwave, this is for you. You need to find.
Yeah, this was cool. Like seeing every single official Soundwave in one spot. Every official G1 looking Soundwave, I should say. Because I don't think mine is in there.
I think I have this one. The MP3 player.
I have the black one.
I mean, dude, that is crazy. Oh my gosh.
That one on the left, I used to have that. It had zero articulation, but besides the tape deck opening.
Oh my gosh, this is making me smile. Could you imagine? Oh my! I'm glad this is in Japan. I mean, if this happened in the U.S., man, my wife would have to drag me out.
All right. I saw one non-Japanese looking person walking around.
I mean, dude.
Well, that's something. Hopefully, they'll pay some sort of tribute to the 40th anniversary at TFCon Baltimore, which is going to be in a few weeks, right?
They brought 3 Unicrons just to do that.
Yeah. Every version of Unicron was there.
Except the
I never did get that Prime one.
Oh no, yeah, I passed on that one so hard.
Anything that was an import, I pretty much passed back in the day, besides Masterpiece. Hello, sir. Big blaster.
That's just, again, I don't normally usually go through every one of these photos, but this is just absolutely insane. It's doing it justice. I mean, God, look at that jet. I had that jet convoy. I never took that out of that combination prime. I was just too scared to open that up. I remember selling that, but damn, that takes up shelf space.
I opened it.
I mean, the movie stuff. Oh my gosh.
We talked about the missing link last week, right?
Yes, missing link Sunstreaker. Yes.
Yeah, but that was in here.
Oh, I got into an argument with a guy about combiners online the other day.
Oh boy.
What was it about?
Oh, he's just started. He said he knew all the combiners. I'm like, no, you don't. And
he knows them personally?
No, but he said like he knew every Transformer combiner and like to be able to judge them. I'm like, you don't know them all. And I was having fun. I was being total elitist nerd on him. Like, oh really? Well, where's Six Wing? Because he had this little graphic representation. I'm like, well, where's Six Wing? Where's Landcross? And he hadn't even heard of those. I'm like, can you call yourself a Transformer fan? And then just be an utter jerk. I asked him if he knew about Battle Guy and Guard City, which almost nobody knows about those, which are Ruination and Defensor repaints that were used in a comic. It was called Operation Combination, if I recall. That's cool.
All right.
I'm gonna look. I'm okay. I gotta get away from this. I will go through all these pictures. Oh my gosh,
we're not rambling. We're staring.
I know. There's MP01. There's that star. Oh, I never forgot. I was one of that Starscream. Like even the colors. I know the colors were off, but I just love that design. And then that god awful Megatron. I heard that thing rusted out.
Yeah.
All right.
Like a year later, I took him out of his box and the feet were rusty.
Oh wow.
That was possibly one of the coolest things I've seen, I have to say. PulseCon we did have this week. So, hey, look, who's surprised that Dino King is still available?
Yeah, if it was $20 cheaper, it might be sold out.
The MDLX stuff. So you get your 3.0 MDLX versions of the figures, which I will say I do kind of dig the Megatron of being able to put the different parts on him.
Yeah, yeah.
So you could have both forms of him. I think that is actually very spiffy.
Yeah.
It's weird
And it's
people
actually
hate the heroic proportions, but they went all the way Dexter's lab in. Like they're shaped like Dee Dee.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's kind of what we were talking about last week.
This is only $60.
Yeah. Yeah, the designs are going to take a little bit of time. I think I'm just saying for me because I'm old, just to get used to them. But like I said, this is for new groups of people to get involved with stuff. So, I'm glad to see all this coming out.
Which, by the way, if this is how the G1 MDLX figures were priced, I'd still be in that line. So this is actually this Prime is very impressive. Huh. So that's how he's going to do the axe in the movie. Interesting.
Spoiler.
Sorry, Toiler.
I think it's different.
So I like that we put the different chests on them. And then regular mainstream Tarn's getting another release. Cool, I guess. Astro Train, or no, sorry, now this is re-releasing Astro Train as the Galaxy Shuttle.
Wasn't he exclusive?
Yep.
First time around? That's what I thought.
So
I never saw.
Was, but he's got he had the smiley face and Overcharge. I think this was supposed to have been, I don't remember Overcharge's story, but Blitzwing repaint with the stupid hands for no reason.
Because they still have that mold.
Yep.
I would have preferred if they left off the hands and just made him charge less. But getting Cosmo back is good, but he's already sold out.
Sold out. That's funny.
G2 Breakdown.
He makes me upset that I didn't buy the other ones because he looks so good.
Breakdown? Yeah.
Yeah. I love that color scheme.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I thought you handled the original Motor Master.
I got them.
Okay.
Well, now I wish I bought Dark Strip or Night Strip or whatever his name was, and this I like.
This is the best use of that side swipe mold to date, in my opinion, and I love that they actually sculpted a new front for him.
Yeah, I remember having that original Armada toy. I really liked it.
Oh, so did I. I'm sitting going like, why is he called Wheeljack and not Sideswipe? But
yes, that used to drive me crazy. Then Sideswipe came out, and he was the worst toy ever.
He was an annoying character in the cartoon.
There was nothing good about that Sideswipe at all. That's the only thing.
It was fun the way the bike flipped out.
Everything was horrible about that figure. I like that they gave him his batons. I am really surprised though he's not coming with wind shear.
It's because of the price point. Now we're gonna have to go back and buy that other one that comes with it.
But again, that chest, that makes me smile very much, and they put the Decepticon emblem on it. So I got to give them. You got to give credit for that one. They could have tampoed that on, and God, this bumblebee's feet are ugly. All right. It's the skiff. Right.
Yeah.
I forgot. I have that figure. I just never. Oh, I got it over there. But they.
Ramjet again, huh?
Yep. He was part of a T-Pack that nobody was able to get.
Yeah,
I had it. Yeah, I had it and got rid of it.
And we have your auto-converting Grimlock.
Is it on clear?
Only for $99.99.
Link was shared to me that was he was 750.
I think it was for Prime.
Like half off.
That was for Prime members, I think.
All I know is if I bought a $1,000 Transformer, I'd be having to move into one of you guys' basements.
Mike,
do we have any pictures here? No, we don't. Oh, that's all the pictures we have here. 3.0 MDLX in clean paints, basically.
Yep.
They're there if you want them. I don't think are we really interested in the Dino King, guys?
No.
Okay.
No.
Lastly, I think for regular Transformers, for me, I think T-Man might be interested in this one. In-hand images of Agent Knight.
Oh yeah, I've seen several reviews now.
And again, it just reminds me of that Mars converter. It's just.
It's the same size as the movie Masterpiece, and I think it can fit in with Masterpiece cars.
I mean, let's be fair. People are going to leave them in vehicle mode.
Pretty much. Then
at least I would.
Yeah. I'm going to be back and forth, because that's an easy transformation.
So.
Then there's this guy that kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah, this was the weekend talk, if I remember.
Yep.
So chug size. Well, okay. I really feel sorry for New Age on this because this is scaled. Was the scaling because they scaled this guy to Earthrise, not because they didn't have that Studio Prime.
Right.
I mean,
I feel like they were working on this for years and they brought it out too late.
Exactly. I mean, it looks amazing, even if it doesn't have the gun stock.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the thigh right here holding the trigger.
Everybody's pumped because it's a gun Megatron that's shut scale, but it defeats the purpose of it being the studio. People want it to be their studio series. Like you said, it doesn't come with the full complete gun mode so it's not studio series accurate. And then of course it's not the height. And he has a crotch skirt, a crotch flap, a complete crotch flap. I hate that. But it's nice enough. If you don't care about the studio series Optimus Prime, it will match up.
Well,
and it has metal.
I like the multiple faces.
That's
I know we're gonna get that inverted color one with the black helmet version of that one from the old promo version. You know they're gonna have to do a repaint for that. I could see that as a convention exclusive, actually.
There you go, T. You're gonna have to buy the upgrade kit.
No, I'm not buying it. Somebody else is gonna make a better looking one that's
I mean,
taller.
again, him versus Earthrise looks great. But then there's the studio series, and you're just kind of like, "Aw."
Come here, you little guy.
So
that
when is it?
This picture here was not doing it any favors.
No. So when does this come up for pre-order, or is it already available?
It's on. I know he was on pre-order on Show Z.
Okay. Well, the Show Z was the one that's kind of revealed everything.
Exactly. I mean, again, for me being objective, like this picture looks fantastic. This picture looks okay, pretty good. This picture looks amazing. This one I don't like because look at that gap right there, because that's the ab crunch is basically just is hinging the entire
actually
torso.
bends forward in two areas. It bends forward at the top and the bottom.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just saying, like, I got to be objective on that. So.
Yeah. Oh, he looks very manly. So.
It's funny you mentioned manly because let's talk about the other spectrum of that. You know, because I am the king of segues.
Good.
And that is Lady Starscream.
I saw this today. This little article. All right.
I'm impressed that it transforms, to be honest.
I'm with Matt said earlier. Call me when it's slipstream colors.
Exactly. I honestly think that was a lost opportunity.
Yeah. Yep.
It's coming, but they want to make you buy this first.
Well, they do this because people want that. Could just keep that alt mode, and you know, it's the colors that people want.
The alt mode's cool, but
I like it.
Yeah. Now, I said I'll wait till you see the actual articulation from this. I mean, you can look at renders and think it's fantastic until we, see something actually physical. But
those are the only pictures. Oh, here we go. There's some more at the bottom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, and if they're talking January of 25, I mean, we should be seeing something else with this real soon. But it's cool that the guns are
that the null rays are not on the arms. They're not.
I was
going
to say that. I think it's just because of size. I mean, but it's cool that they have they put the articulation engineering into that, so you can use it.
Is it parts forming, or is that just?
Yeah, I think you can take off the back so you can see her butt. That's a thing for these girl transformers.
Oh wait! Can you go back one though?
You want to go back to the
butt? Oh no, I was looking at the bottom part. It looks like it attaches to her arm. So it's transforming into like another weapon or a shield type of thing. It looks like.
Yeah, it got blades. It looks like.
Okay.
Or maybe it's a cannon.
No, that's attaching to the arm right there. See that right there? Yeah. That's attaching to that right there.
So Aquatechies. Oh, go ahead.
I'm just saying I'm going to keep. Hopefully they'll have a picture of this battle mode.
Yeah. But as Akateki said, you guys said slipstream. I'm thinking for Windblade. So they're using the Takaratomi rotating null ray, so do the short and long. So that's cool.
Yeah, definitely. Now that you're mentioning it, that is definitely Windblade's alt mode.
Yep. And we got a stand with storage.
That's important. Right. That actually is well, especially because she has high heels. So I don't know how well that figure is going to stand, or once you start putting those parts on the arms. So I'm very happy that this is coming with a stand.
And if I remember, maybe we could look back up. She's going to come with hand accessory, actual hands, not articulated hands.
Yes.
So you're going to need to store.
Yeah,
there you go.
Got a jazz hands, clawed hands, gripping hands, punching hands, but no heart hands.
Well, yeah, it definitely looks good in both modes. I just want slipstream colors.
This is interesting. Like, not quite a Tetrajet mode, but it does have a Cybertronian mode.
Yeah, so sweep wing functions. All right. Very cool.
Turns into a Star Fox jet.
And no Akateki, no pointy hands, No peace for hands.
Nope.
Sorry.
What am I under a pointing hand?
I don't know.
I hope she has abs. Only thing weird to me about this is actual boob shapes instead of the vents. I mean, the intakes. I mean,
I get what you're going with that, but okay, but this might not be okay. Maybe not the right gesture for me to be using, but to balance it out. Yeah, no, I think those are just blatant boobs. I mean, I think if they could have somehow, as you said, done like the air vents to at least try to pretend. This is
they
like
could have done that if
nah.
they wanted to.
Look,
Yeah.
Titan. They're extra fuel tanks. Or we're going to get Austin Powers. They're directional.
All right. Enough
Anyway,
about enough about boobs. Let's talk about boobs.
Hairy
Boobs
legs.
and suckers or people who just
hairy legs. Oh, well.
Spawn went through.
Spawn blew through, man. Like left a big old swath in its wake.
All
So-
these
They unlocked
actually, you know what?
everything.
I'm gonna go to
We're
the
gonna go-
Kickstarter here.
Yes. Because once you see this final number and the backers, I was like I was telling T earlier, I was watching the last 5 minutes of it and I was trying to put the notes together and I had to constantly keep going back to update the number. $2 million, guys.
Where's the
$2 million, right up there. Oh, go there. You go.
There we go.
10,000, almost 11,000 backers, guys. Amazing. For
Hey,
you
I-
for
either you
85
guys-
bucks.
Did either of you guys do it?
No, I wanted to at first, but then I realized how much more it cost than
Well,
the last one you did.
yeah, I mean this was 85 bucks at least for me if I was backing it. And I was watching it, like I said, all the way to the end, but I did not hit commit because as cool as it is, and I remember reading Spawn stuff fondly, I just don't have enough desire to have it in my collection. There's no FOMO. No.
What? The original was that $50 shipped.
Oh,
I think it
dude,
was
you got
60
me.
shipped.
Yeah, I know. Like we talked last week. I think Jordan was the only one that actually had the original one, or you had
I
the
had
original
it.
one too.
I
Oh,
mean,
no, I
not
got
the
it.
original.
I got
Sorry,
it.
the first Kickstarter.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I was in on it, and I'm in on this one. I was part of the problem. I just realized they would probably look really good back to back to each other.
I don't blame you. It looks good, and then when they updated the paint, it looks even better.
So
So
2 million, and all the parts were unlocked.
yep, it's super cool, guys. I mean, you guys are gonna love it. It's gonna be great.
So
Right?
we
You're gonna
got
be able to have
Madman.
all these things.
Classic helmet, soft helmet,
The
Roman
soft,
helmet,
yes,
and I did the blue one.
you did. Oh, you backed it, huh?
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I was doing the thumbs up here.
I missed that part.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Hey, like you just said, you can bookend it now.
And that's kind of what I'm gonna do. I mean, I did not care for the artist proof on the first one, but that silver one looked really good. But
Yeah, that looks way better than the August.
No bare feet here. Sorry, man. No.
so
Mhm.
but yeah, he did it, and all the accessories went through. Yes, we're all suckers, and I now have.
Oh, there's no we, my friend. There's no we. It's the, and we will wait eagerly for you to get that in hand. What is it, next year? So you
Probably.
can talk all about it.
It'll show up right when my wife is saying, "If I swear, if one more box shows up, and all of a sudden I'll get sign here, please."
Yeah, but still, I mean, he did it.
He
The
did it.
salesman did it. He has
He did it.
a major company has a successful Kickstarter.
Okay, so who watches Kato?
I
Occasionally.
always,
Did we watch
I
Kato? Anyone watch
always,
Kato on Wednesday?
yippers.
Because these guys, this is neat. Now, this is not for me. I cannot justify any of this in my collection. I don't have anything of this style, but it makes this completely makes me smile.
I didn't know this was a Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was just coming up.
Nope.
Hey, I'll be back.
I like
They
how
just
I do like how we've got pinless joints here, but it's interesting. We only got semi-pinned here, but they look great.
Mhm.
Kato had these guys on, and I do like that it's a 2-pack. So you
Yep.
don't have to sit. You're going to get one, you're going to get the other, which I can't see why anyone wouldn't do that anyway.
Absolutely.
What I find is, the scopes look great. This is a true project of love. Mike, you reached out to these guys, correct?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, let's talk about Wandering Planet Toys just a little
Yeah.
bit. So, Kato had on Gavin, and I'm going to butcher his last name, so I'm not going to do that. But if you go to if you actually click on their name there, Dave, it'll show you the people that are part of the team here. So, Gavin Heinley.
Yeah, and then David, Doc, and Doc, and
Chris
Wyatt. Chris Doc Wyatt.
Yep. Now, if you're not familiar with these names, like I wasn't, in the stream, someone was mentioning, hey, why don't you look up IMDb? I think it was actually you, Dave.
Yes.
So Gavin and Doc are not unfamiliar into the film and animation world. In fact, they are writers and producers. Gavin worked on some of our favorite Spider-Man shows from the 90s. And if you remember a movie called Napoleon Dynamite, Doc Wyatt was part of that film.
And
So
I don't. My computer's freezing up here. I don't know why this isn't loading. I'm sorry, but there we go. Gavin also is working on the new Gundam series. He's written for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for multiple seasons. These guys have done a lot in our world. So,
and I think he's part of the Biker Mice from Mars reboot.
yes.
The show. But so we've talked about the people. Now they've also, as part of Wandering Planet Toys, have created other lines as well. Most notably, as Titan pointed out here, the 1/18th scale Prisoners line. Now, we could go over to BBTS where they've had where they show some of these, but notably they've created like I said, Prisoners line. They've done Nancy. There's some figures they've done for Nancy Drew, and they're actually getting they've been backed for a second wave from this Prisoners line. Now, the Prisoner line, I had to get a little smarter on that, but they're not unfamiliar to creating interesting niche toys. And like you were saying, this is a love letter for Laurel Hardy, which in 2027 they will be celebrating their 100th anniversary of actually starting out as a duo in film. So I mean, it's pretty cool actually.
I mean,
and this just screams finding out like, all right, well, if they do this, if this is successful, where's Charlie Chaplin? Where's like the Three Stooges? I mean, if they can start this line off of like comedic greats, I mean, my wife would go nuts if we got a Lucille Ball figure.
that would
If
be
you're
awesome.
old like us, you'll actually know some of these names he's mentioning.
Well, if you're old, like
Yeah.
us.
Dude, they had Laurel and Hardy on television when you and I were growing Up T.
Laura and Hardy was on with Scooby Doo.
Exactly.
They were guest stars.
I remember them.
Yeah, they were on Scooby Doo, but they actually showed the black and white still back in the day on for morning television. I think that I can't remember if they had it on the Bozo Show or not, but I mean they just had.
I'm not sure, but
I remember them not as much as the main old thing that I used to watch was Three Stooges.
Yep.
Which if they make a Three Stooges street
more.
hack, that would.
So if you click the X here, we can kind of go back and see what the Kickstarter is showing at real quick. So they have a reasonable goal.
And look at this. They still have 28 days to go. This thing just launched, and it's
they earned $1,000 during that stream with Kato and Inotabi on Wednesday. So that was that was the opening night.
And single carded figures, $39. 2-pack, $75. So
yep. So I am number 155.
Nice.
As of Wednesday.
How many guns do they come with? How many guns do they come with?
They don't come with guns, but Laurel does come with a bag of nuts and hard-boiled eggs. So if you know what that reference is, you can do that. Another great pool from Princeton, the Little Rascals. I mean, just again with the
Little Rascals are 5 POA, but they would do a great job with them.
Yeah. So, and something like that would be prime for Kickstarter, because I think even though it shouldn't be, there would be some connotation, some social connotation in regards to some of the characters from the Little Rascals back in the day. But very cool.
Love in all the wrong places. Looking for love.
Titan's on a roll tonight.
So
there's your answer, T.
Now, this is interesting for me.
Okay.
I saw this one today when I was cruising through Kickstarter.
Stradenko.
Why is this is coming up? But I mean, Executive Replicas, I do not know why they're doing a Kickstarter.
Because the Todd father did it. Why not?
Right, but I mean, for example, on BBTS, they've got Captain Canuck. They've got American Flag. Two very obscure independent comic characters that are just regular pre-orders.
Yeah.
This guy, even though I don't know him per se, I think has a lot more just visual appeal, if that makes sense. Like, hey, it's a barbarian warrior. If the Frazetta girls are selling stuff out, if freaking Savage Crucible is selling stuff out, I don't get why they're needing to kickstart when they could just roll that in with all their other stuff.
So something to themselves.
So this was designed by Stradenko back in 1969 as a sword and sorcery revival in the period. He was featured in numerous published projects from portfolios of posters. Never seen this guy.
Neither have I.
But he's supposed to come with 14 unique accessories, including several hands and an arsenal of weapons.
But, I mean, they're doing a Red Sonja, aren't they?
Well, Red Sonja is already out from Executive Replicas and Loose Collectibles.
Right. So I'm just saying, so you think this would pair off perfectly with Red Sonja. I just don't get why they're doing a Kickstarter when if you bought Red Sonja, this would pair perfectly with her already. As a mainstream release, basically.
I'm not sure. We don't know yet because the Kickstarter hasn't started yet.
Well, it's gotta be less than their Death Dealer.
Well, imagine you back this and it comes and then the arm rips off.
I would feel so sorry if somebody spent money on an Executive Replica figure that's, I mean, they're already a little overpriced. I mean, with La Muerta being about $69, $70, how I would feel if as soon as I got her out of the package and messed with her on day one, if the arm broke. I do not know what kind of emotion I would be feeling.
Well,
what about you? What about you, Mike?
I will say with my copy of her, knock on wood, she has held together. Now, I will say that her one hip doesn't wiggle as much as your copy, but it is a little looser after messing around with it. And I will say, I did have a picture of her on Instagram that I took a kind of a trench coat off of my Marvel Legends Max Punisher to put on around her, just to kind of break out and flesh out that form. And I can tell you, I was silently praying every time I put it on and put it off, and then I'm nuts, so I put it back on and I put it back off, and I'm like, I forget this other picture, so I put it back on and then took it back off again, and then I put her back in the box because I was that nervous.
Here, I've got at least one more executive. I've got one more loose collector executive replica figure online, and that
Yeah.
is because I had to. You do not understand the had to buy it.
No, I don't yet, but
They have their Grendel, Hunter Rose Grendel,
okay, yep, I know who you're
because
talking about.
I literally have that on my skin.
Oh, it says
So-
mother.
Exactly. So that's what that is. I've had that. That is my one of two tattoos. So it's
Okay.
like I saw that. And I'm like, God, I literally need that.
Yeah.
So, which,
Oh,
if you see a corpse on the
yeah.
road and you see that tattoo, then you know it's got to be me because I'm the only one who has that.
But yeah, so we'll find out when this starts up. I don't know. I mean, it looks cool. Do I need it?
I don't think as you said, it
Now,
looks cool. I
now
don't
if
think
I
they'll
was
be
going,
needing to go on our show though to promote it.
You think it'll be cheaper
No.
because it's Kickstarted?
it may be a few dollars cheaper.
It may,
Maybe.
but it all depends on how the shipping is.
Yeah, because I mean, I would do that if I was going into with the Frazetta Girl stuff and doing the Fire and Ice. Then that would kind of fit into the theme. And if I had, a Mezco Conan or something, I could see putting that type of thing together and then going up against the Savage Crucible lizards and things like that. But I'm not going to buy a figure just to do that one photo.
Exactly,
style
I'm with you
stuff.
on that.
I just thought about something. Who's making that Bruce Leroy figure?
That's
Oh,
that was Loose Collector.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's
No.
like I said,
Please,
I also have
brother.
those werewolves, and those werewolves again. If you saw my review, didn't quite blow me out of the water like I thought they would, but that's just me.
Oh yeah, the Hammer Montez Lee, Loose Collector.
Yeah.
We're much cheaper though. It was $45.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Because I pre-ordered that.
you did? Okay.
I believe I did. Yeah.
So again, more PulseCon stuff came out with awesome photography of more classified figures.
More.
Xandar looks amazing.
Yes. Yeah. I was trying to look through these photos earlier today to try to figure out which parts came with which or from which, but looking at that backpack, which is a new sculpt,
Yeah.
the weapon, I mean, it looks really cool. Now, the picture, I guess it definitely helps from the render that we originally saw, where the one arm is kind of stuck outwards. But yeah, it looks like a great addition. It's needed. So
I think that's almost all new gear for him. I love the belt buckle on him too.
His chest is tattooed fully underneath of that, and you can pick it up.
Oh, underneath the vest.
Yeah.
Now you just gotta, but I mean, this is not gonna be one that you're gonna take off. You have to do the same thing you do with like Doc or something, and cut the vest off just to see underneath there.
Or heat it.
Or pop
Or
the
heat
arms
it.
off, basically. Yeah, heat and pop the arms off.
But yeah, I'm with you on this. I'm collecting all the dreadnoughts, so yeah, I just need Monkey Wrench now, man.
I
Just
was
give
gonna
me
say, if
Monkey
you had
Wrench.
told me that Dreadnoks would be the first team to be completed, I would have been like, "You're kidding me." I look forward to seeing this vest being reused as well. I like having that pistol the holster right up there.
Yeah.
Is
So
Monkey Wrench the guy with the green hair?
No, that's Thrash. We're missing 3 at least. Thrasher, Monkey Wrench, which is the red vest, and then Zanzibar.
Mhm.
So at least, and if I'm missing another one, I have to really think back here. But
I could see Zanzibar being a PulseCon exclusive.
yeah, because I mean, if he doesn't come with a skiff, I mean that's a travesty right then and there. But I also know that people have already 3D printed his skiff as well.
I really like his shoulder. I really am liking these shoulder pads. By the way, there's just something very striking on those. But so he.
Then we go to this guy.
There's multiple different
I
looks.
was in one of the groups I was in. This one guy was reading way too much into this guy about, saw, semi-automatic weapon, about how they put a saw on there. And it's like, I just think they're having fun with it. I mean,
Yeah,
that's the right acronym.
Sci-fi fantasy.
Yeah, I mean,
it's the whole Gears
it's
of War thing going for it.
well, I was thinking Warhammer 40K as well, just because
Yeah, I was gonna mention that.
because of all of his gear and stuff. But yeah, I mean, and it's also it's not semi, it's squad, but semi was on the original card back as well. It's semantics at this point, really.
And that's one where really the whole squad semi again. If they put squad on there, people would be saying, "But the card says this."
Yeah, it's not going to be a winning answer. I'm just worried, and I want to see what you think, T. With all that stuff on, that torso is going to be stiff as a board.
Oh, 100%.
He might be able to go like that much forward and back.
Oh, it's not just the torso. See
And the
how this
arms.
arm is right here?
Mm-hmm.
That's as far as that shoulder joint's going to go, baby.
So
it looks better than the Alley Viper.
I will grant you that. Yeah.
Dear God,
So,
he's got the cod piece of destruction right there.
So, but it's going to be an interesting army builder, to say the least.
Especially I don't go for forums.
What's that?
I said I'm happy I don't go into forums and groups anymore because I don't see any of these people complaining about stuff.
They take the fun out. They do take the fun out of it a little. It's like Leatherneck. His origin says that he's their drill sergeant, and I'm aware Corps does not have drill sergeants, but
well, it's like I was saying before when someone was bringing up Colonel Siege and the bio card, and they called him, he's a former Marine, they called him a soldier. For those that wore the uniform, that's a very sensitive subject, and I understand the ruckus about this word for this character as well, even though it was on his original card. That's where you just go, I understand your experience. Thank you for your service. Just play with the toy.
Go yell at Larry Hama at the next convention he goes to because he's the one who wrote it.
Get out of my fandom.
This semi has me worried, though. I mean, this is a great picture, but I'm hoping he doesn't have buzzer glass's issue.
Well, buzzer glass or slaughter's issue. I mean, but it's going to happen. They're going to be soft PVC. It's going to be squishy. It's going to come in not straight, and you're going to be farting around with it trying to set up.
The official G.I. Joe slaughter, I didn't have any problem with his glasses.
You didn't?
Not at all. But the Action Force, they didn't. He doesn't even have a bridge in his nose.
Yeah, the Action Force ones for both version 1 and version 2 are not great. I will totally agree with you on that. They're hard.
If I go on I have all of my figures in bags like this in a tub right here on the floor. If I were to grab Sergeant Slaughter out there, his glasses will still be on his face.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about that. Don't worry.
Well, you know what you need, T. You need a case to put it in too.
Yeah.
But those take up more space.
That's why you put a
So
case in the case. You put that case in its cases, and those stack up really easy and take up less space.
This is what's happening now, people.
We
Dial
got dial
tone.
tone here. Dial tone. Very cool. I like his gear. I do like the fact though he does still have. They didn't just make him like all communications and no weapons. So
Yeah.
that part I like.
Now, did you see the attachment on his rifle that actually allows the mobile phone to attach to it? If you look on the top, mid.
Oh,
So
I see that. That's pretty cool.
it's very interesting.
you can dial you to death.
Well, I had to talk to some family members that are much more weapon inclined than I am. I don't know who would ever do something like that, unless you're. I mean, you're trying to film or document yourself aiming down sight. But that just having that there, even if it's raised up so you can actually look through, look from the back to the front sight, that's still going to be something that's going to, in my opinion, jack up your aim. But
If I would say anything, it's whoops, sorry, that was my phone. If I would say anything, it's more of that he literally would be streaming an assault per se, as he's saying, hey, we're going down this area to show how the whatever attack is going on. At least that's how I'm going to do it in my personal canon. But
it's very. I like the whole back opening up and having a terminal there to use stuff. I mean, it's inventive. Now the bionic ear, that's a little dated, but overall, I think it's cool. I think we might have another challenge in regards to the chest because of his vest.
Agreed.
So,
and then finally we got Starduster.
He's still available?
Was.
He's still available.
Because everyone doubled down on the Retro Duke. So I personally like this because I did have the mail order figure.
I like the cereal.
It's pretty cool that it comes with the cereal. I remember eating that cereal as well. Yeah, I mean it's reuse at its finest, but I really like how there's enough subtle changes I think with the head. I mean, it's simply the color of this hair, but I like that. And I don't remember seeing that helmet or head on any other Joe figure right there. Am I wrong?
Is that
something?
One?
No, that one.
Or this one?
Is that something new? That one right there.
No, I think that's I think that's a Steel Brigade helmet, which I'm trying to find before I talk. Oh, I forgot. I threw mine across the room.
I don't.
I think
is
it's
it
just a repaint of the Steel Brigade? They don't have a good picture of it.
He's not wearing it.
There it is.
There. I don't. Ooh, maybe that's the case. I think it could be right. I don't know.
Because
maybe I was hoping for something new.
Because that's your excuse of, man, that gun has got that's an interesting use of the of the effect part right there. Wow.
Hey.
Because by having that one there, you now have an army builder.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's.
And you have the jetpack, so you can do that one scene from the movie.
True.
Yeah.
So we got that there. Then we've got Marvel
So
Legends. Oh yeah.
So that was all the Joe stuff, right?
Correct.
Okay. Did they do a commercial for this back in the 80s?
There was a commercial for the cereal, but
do I have
no?
Did you take out my renders?
I did actually. I'm sorry. I just remembered it now. So we do have two digital renders, right?
I can get on here real quick.
Oh,
it was on his. I got it from his tank.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right. Let's talk about these two.
I love it.
Well, first of all, Law and Order look great.
Law and
Yeah,
Order
he
all
has a
looks-
little hand. He has a little hand.
I mean, Junkyard and Mutt were a fantastic pack, and Junkyard was a fantastic dog. He was such a good boy. So I know that this pooch is going to be fantastic.
Yeah, we'll have. I mean, it should be the same articulation. I do hope they fix up the snarling face on Order just a little bit. But I do like the fact that he has blind, the blinder headgear on. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
The other weapons, again, at least they put it looks like he's able to hold his baton this type on his belt versus Mutt.
Correct.
So that's a good change. Will
Or
he be able to
Shockwave.
hold? Shockwave has? Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. He doesn't have that. Yeah, he has no storage for that. Same hands, not as many as we had with Mutt. And the Uzi. All right. So, and I think some of that is reuse of Mutt's body book as well.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm in on this one.
Oh yeah. Well,
The hands, I can't say, man. They're just plain hands, right?
he's got
the pointer. He has some of the gestures.
I mean, like plain skin, because Mutt had
Oh.
gloves.
yes, they are plain
Yes.
skin.
So they made new hands. That's crazy.
See, now I got to go back. I don't know if there was any real sculpting on Mutt's hands other than if it was just the plastic it was molded in.
I believe.
The check.
I'll let y'all know. And it's raining.
And then we got. He's definitely not the Rock anymore. That's for sure.
Heavy duty, huh? Now, see, I never had this guy as a kid. He's going to be a walking arsenal, not a tank, just an arsenal. But
He's
I know
cool.
Yeah.
And like I said, Blast is still on. But I like him. I was thinking because next year is like the 20th anniversary of, and that's how old we are, of Sigma 6. I thought he was going to be the Sigma 6 version.
Gotcha. I'm going to sound really weird. I am actually really surprised, though. I mean, those are the same missile effects that we had with Metalhead, which I'm fine with that.
As long as
I'm surprised though we didn't get any machine gun effects with this guy.
Yeah, I agree. Especially when you
not
got that long
I know
belt.
I mean, where's that ammo? But that's an ammo belt. Where's that going to go?
Probably connect to the back and wrap around to one side, maybe. I don't know.
But he's got 4 guns. He should have 4 belts.
Yeah. Don't know. But I don't. The only thing I don't like about this render. Yeah, I don't like the small. I don't like the skinny legs or the skinny ankles and feet.
Well, yeah.
I don't know why they do that with these bigger figures, especially when it's going to be so top heavy like this.
Hey, I bet you these rocket launchers are removable.
What's that long thing?
That's what we're saying is a belt.
Yeah, it's a belt. But look at this. If you look on the underside of these of the rocket launchers, there's a pistol grip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to be removable.
We might see these. I wonder if we'll see these again. Just as
well, there was is it Salvo? Salvo had something like that too for his rocket launcher set. It was the over-the-shoulder version, which could easily be modded from that. So,
let me look at time here. I want to talk about a few. I know we've got more things on the list here, but I think we're going to hit. I'm just going to hit some of the highlights of.
So all right. Well, while you're doing that, real quick though, are you excited for these guys? Would you pick them up whenever they're up for pre-order?
Oh, I'm gonna pick them up just because I've got a problem.
Oh, okay. So.
And then gonna hit a little bit of the NECA, the world of NECA.
Oh.
Just in time for the holidays. We're getting the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Dimension Xmas Vacation figure set.
All right.
They have hinged jaws. So you could pick up this set and put that on your fireplace mantle just for the holidays.
And I'm sure someone will to put on their mantle for the holidays. I know people will enjoy it. No, and they're Walmart exclusives.
Yes, this is an exclusive. It's a Walmart exclusive, so it's definitely a niche thing. But I just think I put it on there because I thought it was kind of cool.
The accessories are neat for it. I mean, I saw there was some lights that were shown. I wonder if the hats don't come off. I'm assuming. Oh yeah, they do.
They do.
All right. So I mean, that's cool.
So you got some. I wonder if you look in Donnie's mouth, you'll see the jaw of the original of the actor in there. But
just have one thing to say about these. Wolf.
Yes.
And yeah, Mutt had gloves because you remember that he had the dog trainer glove.
Oh, you're right. All right. Thank you for correcting me. Very cool. So, yeah, remoted hands, newly sculpted hands. Hello.
And then if you guys actually ever saw the Elvira movie back in the day, this is towards the end of it, where she came out basically all commando like. So.
Yeah. Do you have any of these at all, Dave?
I don't collect any because this is not their ultimate collection.
Oh.
So no, I don't have any.
Like a weird scale.
I don't. Yeah, these are even taller than the ultimate ones, with their real clothes on them. But
All right.
I put this on here just for Matt.
Matt.
Where's he? Oh, you know what? You no offense. I think you took out my other article.
Which one?
The NECA Beetlejuice.
Because we talked about him last week. That's why.
We didn't talk about the NECA one. We talked about the FigureArts and we talked about the Mezco. Correct. But we didn't get this one. He didn't have on the list.
Oh.
And the reason this one actually articulated? This one actually articulated?
Yes. This isn't like the movie Maniac one. This isn't the. Yeah, he did mention the older NECA one that didn't have articulation. This is the bioexorcist version of him, not the red striped suit. But you remember when in the actual movie where he goes, "It's showtime." Like this is the outfit he was wearing.
Was this guy really stiff for you?
Freezing?
Huh?
The arms and knees for this guy.
They were okay.
I mean, my upper knee's kind of stuck. Anyway,
though, that is Michael Keaton's likeness. Perfect. Dead on perfect with that.
But he looks dirty.
Well, yeah, because he was underground. He is looking very dirty, and this is the one I will be getting from my collection. So,
well, we had someone else jumped into the Beetlejuice ring this week too, right?
Well, we got FigureArts, we got Mezco, we got NECA.
Papa Todd.
Oh, Todd. Oh, he did a movie Maniacs. Yeah, he's got a movie Maniacs coming out.
So,
yeah. Which, speaking of, there it is right there. The Papa Todd one.
Gotcha.
That's all I can say. You were just talking about the other one being looking dirty, and this looks too damn clean, and the likeness is just not there. This looks like if it's from the musicals, it looks like somebody cosplaying as him. You know, it just, yeah,
No
that's
bare,
an
no bare feet.
easy pass.
Yeah.
Last part on here. If you guys did not take advantage of it already, if you haven't gone there already, Guile is up for pre-order. Jada Guile.
Yep. Pre-ordered.
Mine is pre-ordered as well.
So
This is
looks good.
I'm excited for this one. Mike, you're muted.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to make any noise. I was putting them back in the case, but looks good. I mean, this will go great with Cammy and DJ what we got last week. So Disney Blanca, where's he at? We saw the stuff from San Diego, so we know he's already there.
I think it's interesting that they got the combs. It looks like it's sculpted into the into the hand.
I'd rather that, to be honest.
Oh, but I've got the Storm Collectibles one, and I have hunted for the comb. I have dropped it.
And you have carpets here, right?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
The only thing worse than the carpet is then you're scared to vacuum, because I think I actually did vacuum up a Power Ranger accessory a couple weeks ago. Hiya Toys doing what they didn't, what people didn't think could be done, and getting our Contra figures.
Yeah.
The only bad thing is they're not the actual NES version. I think they're like the Super Nintendo or something like that version.
It's Operation Galuga.
Gesundheit.
Yeah. The only thing I'm hesitant about these is I was looking at a review of the Hiya Toys Judge Dredd, and these guys are a little on the short side.
Look at the hips. Is that a soft diaper piece?
Doesn't look that soft.
Because those legs probably do not come forward 90 degrees.
Valid.
Look
at what you get with this, though.
But he's 6.2 inches, so.
Yeah, that's G.I. Joe height.
Yep. The weapon sets are kind of cool. So.
I will get him because of the spread.
Well, everyone knows the spread was all you went. Everyone was always fighting for the spread figure, for the spread weapon. Last two I'm going to hit with on here, just because I mentioned Mezco. We are getting another Deadpool from them.
Yep.
The movie version.
So hopefully they made the corrections from the previous ones they've released, which is what, this will be the third one now from them, right? We have an original one. We have the X-Force version. So
I like the eye panels. So no removable, no changeable head. You just change out the eyes.
Yep.
You get the punch dagger hands, and then you get Dogpool.
I'm going to remain silent so I don't bum out the people that really want this.
Why are you bumming people out if you want it?
I said the people that want it.
Huh.
I'll bum them out.
And you got two, and he's got pistols.
But do those come out? That's the other thing.
They should.
They should.
Pictures.
Mezco, yeah, they don't glue stuff in like that. I like that.
They should.
I wonder if those pictures are actually if those are actually in the katana.
I'm trying to find a picture that shows him holding the guns.
Or them showing the gun separately and the accessories.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, guys.
Did it lift it?
I can't see why it's Mezco. I can't see any reason why they wouldn't. But
you're right.
And it's based on Deadpool.
But if you remember Mezco's X-Force Deadpool. He came with swords, no guns. Here we go.
Sigh holsters. So the fish. One pair of fists, left and right, holding hand.
Uh-huh.
Four
You gotta
pairs.
keep one.
The eyes are magnetic. 15 pairs of hands. Accessories: 2 katana swords, 3 throwing knives, 4 hand weapons, interchangeable parts, 4 effects. The pistols are not listed as accessories.
There you go, Sparky. So,
Interesting.
yep.
Thigh holsters, katana sheaths, but it doesn't say. Huh. I wonder if that's why he is still available.
And only $100. So, something to think about.
That is definitely something to think about.
Well,
And
I'm not thinking I have my Marvel Legends one for the past few years, and it's great.
oh, I absolutely love. I mean, I got that Marvel, the Deadpool 2 one is probably my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Which is the one they just had just re-released a little bit ago with the unicorn.
Yeah, that's the one I got. Well, the first version that came with Negasonic Teenage Warrior.
Yeah, I got that one, and I was able to pull the pistols out without breaking them.
Yeah, I had to cut them out.
Oh, I sat there. I was sitting there with the hair dryer for like 5 minutes on each one, and then I was just like, say a little prayer to the toy gods.
Mine were actually molded to the holster.
No, mine were like glued to it all, and I just sat there with the hair dryer, and then just, and it finally they worked their way out.
I used an X-Acto knife.
You're better with a blade than I am. But that is all the crazy news this week for toys. That is all our. We appreciate you guys who've stuck with us this time. We appreciate everyone on the replay squad. And like I said, we're in a little bit. This is probably a little bit of a transitionary period. I think we'll be trying to. I think I want to try to work a little bit more on some more discussions through the week. So we might not be doing as much news because there are plenty of news channels out there, guys. I'm going to say it right now. We appreciate you guys coming to us, but I think I want to, and we'll be talking amongst ourselves, but we appreciate again every one of you who stick with us for all this rambling.
And there will be rambling.
There will be rambling, much like there will be blood. There will be rambling. Gentlemen, any last words you want to say before we call it a night?
Thank you guys again for sticking and watching through things. And really, what Dave just said is also including you guys. What do you want to talk? What do you want to talk about? What are some things that you want to see here within FigureAction?
Actually, Paisano decided wants to talk about. Mike, are you hitting that Valiverse sale tomorrow?
Well, what you're talking about is something that's pretty interesting. So yeah, I mean, Valiverse put out something mid-afternoon today about they did some warehouse cleaning, and they're going to do a warehouse drop tomorrow between 10 and 11 tomorrow morning. It's going to be a lot of rare figures. I don't know what that means. It could be anything from Series 2 or Series 3. So, I mean, they put a list of stuff out there with weapon sets, backpacks. There are some other items that are just limited supplies. Am I gonna buy anything? I was really tempted about the mystery box because everyone loves a mystery box, right? 75, I think it's like 75 or 78 bucks. You're getting $100 worth of figures with a core figure, which means 30 bucks, a army builder, and a weapon set, a gear pack, and everyone gets a ghillie suit. And let's see. He also brought up Covert Condor is not going to be available without any need for action points
for $24.
There you go. So if you If patience saved pennies, now's your time to get on board with it.
I plan on probably picking that up, one of those boxes, and hopefully those Praetorians will be on there.
The elite ones, yeah, you got. But I will say for everyone who's interested, get on there quick. If you have done anything Mythic Legions wise, this is turning into the same thing with Valaverses. If there's stuff that you really want to get, as soon as you hit refresh and you see that that's available for your cart, have a plan on what you're going to get. Click, 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 and check the hell out because you're going to watch stuff disappear real quick. My opinion on it.
Is that going to be under exclusives or Wounded Warehouse, do you think?
I was looking at it earlier. I want to say it is under Series 4, but before the Wounded. So
I know the Condor and the Praetorian were under the exclusives.
Yes. Those won't change. It is under the extras. So where you got muzzle flash and figure stands, that's where all the warehouse loose particles are going to be. So they're going to have Steel Brigade Commander Head only for $10. That's a lot of transformation, dude.
This is the most accessory interaction instructions I have ever seen. It's like eight different things.
Yeah.
For a figure that you already have. Hey, Aizano, save those action points. You're going to need it for the mail away Pandora.
Yes.
So save those points.
So that's why I might not be buying anything tomorrow, because I pretty much have everything on there except for the soft goods military jacket that came exclusive with the Joe Fest Sergeant Slaughter, which is extremely hard to get now because they were also signed.
It's $25 though, just for the jacket.
I have like 8 of Mike's.
There's I have only 8 of Mike's. Say again, T.
I said I have like 8 of your points at my house right now.
Oh, really? So, yeah, there's only 6 soft good jackets. So if you want one, like I said, you better be quick, in my opinion. But I'm holding off because Series 5 should be coming here to the States probably by the end of this month, beginning or middle of next month. So I'm waiting for those right now. Besides the onesie twosie things like this guy that I never had. But it's still, if you're trying to find some really cool things, especially the Series 1 backpacks, those things have been off forever and a day unless you want to pay aftermarket prices. So great discussion there.
I will say, if I recall the last mystery boxes, one person did get a bloody bone collector.
Really?
In a mystery box.
Okay. Yes. Now there was some
Not that it's going to happen, but I'm just saying there.
Yeah, I mean they're going to bring up. They're having their bone collectors are going to be available again. Again, 2 per customer, and if you already picked up 2, I don't know if they're going to let you get any more. Who knows? But yeah, the cost for I think desert. Oh yeah, $24. I mean that's a little bit more than when I had to get them. I think it was $14, but you had to pay 20. You had 20 action points as well.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. So.
But we're also talking over a year plus now. So
that's 10 o'clock Eastern time.
He said either it's going to be between 10 and 11. He'll open everything up. Now,
okay. So
other
get
than
your pages open, get your windows open, get yourself logged in, and I'll be fighting with y'all tomorrow.
There you go. The security gear stuff is going to be really grab it. That's all I'm going to say. Grab it.
On that note, again, everybody, thank you so much. Check out our Facebook page. I'm going to try to be a lot more active. I think we're going to try to be a little more active on that lately. So please check that out. Please sub up to Mike over at Junkion Crafts and Builds. Please sub up to T-Man978. Oh, dear God, please sign up for Trustarscreamer. And And of course,
spread
sub
the
up to
word,
us if you
guys.
haven't. But most importantly, we will see you guys all next week. And as always, until next time, take care.
Yeah.
Bye.